Watch a crowd for a moment. When something exciting is happening, everyone leans in. They smile, they cheer, they all want a piece of it. Then something scares them, and in a single heartbeat, that very same crowd turns around and rushes for the door. A market does exactly the same thing. When people feel good, the price climbs. When people get scared, the price falls. Up and then down, and then up again, over and over. That is the rhythm you see in every market, in every country. In every year, it is there in stocks, in gold, in houses, in Bitcoin. And today I am going to show you the engine that creates it. It is not magic. It is not a clever trick. It is something far simpler than that. It is you and me and every other person who's watching the price. So let us begin with a very simple question. What is a market, really? It is easy to picture a market as a giant machine, something cold and mechanical, full of blinking numbers and flashing lights. But that is not what a market is at all. A market is people, millions and millions of them. Each one is looking at the same price and quietly asking themselves one small question. Should I buy or should I sell? That is it. That is the only question. And the price you see on the screen is nothing more than all of those answers, added up together. When more people want to buy, the price is pulled up. When more people want to sell, the price is pushed down. That is the whole game right there. So if you truly want to understand why a market moves in waves, you do not study the machine. You study the people. And people, it turns out, are pushed and pulled by two very old feelings. The first one is greed. Greed is that hungry little voice that says, I want in. I do not want to be the one who misses out. It is the same feeling you get when everyone at school is talking about something and suddenly you want it too. The second feeling is fear. Fear is the voice that says, get out now before it is too late. It is that little jump in your chest when a room goes dark. Greed pulls people in. Fear pushes people out. That is really all there is to it. Two feelings. One that makes us buy and one that makes us sell. And believe it or not, those two simple feelings, working against each other, build the entire wave. Let me show you exactly how they do it. Here is a simple way to picture the whole thing. Imagine two teams playing tug of war with a long rope. On one side stand the buyers, full of greed, pulling the price up. On the other side stand the sellers, full of fear, pulling the price down. And right in the middle of the rope there is a little flag. That flag is the price. When the buyers pull harder, the flag slides up. When the sellers pull harder, the flag slides down. Most of the time, the two teams are fairly evenly matched. And the flag just wobbles gently back and forth. But every now and then, one side grows much stronger than the other, and the flag goes racing off in their direction. Every price you have ever seen is really just that little flag, caught in the middle of a giant, never-ending tug of war between greed and fear. You already know this story, even if you have never once looked at a chart. Think about a toy or a game that suddenly everyone at school just has to have. At first, only a few children have it. Then more and more of them want one and the shops sell out. And because it is now hard to get, everyone wants it even more. Parents pay silly prices. The craze grows and grows, and then one day it simply stops. The children move on to the next new thing. Suddenly nobody wants the old toy at all, and the ones who paid the most feel a little foolish. Did you notice the shape of that story? Slowly up as everyone piles in. A peak when the excitement is at its loudest. Then down as they all lose interest at once. That is a market. The same rush in and the same rush out. Only instead of a toy, it is a price. And instead of the playground, it is the whole wide world. So let us watch greed do its work one step at a time. Imagine a price that is just beginning to rise. A few people notice and they buy. And because they buy, the price rises a little bit more. Now more people notice. This looks good, they think. I want some of that too, so they buy as well and the price climbs a little higher. Do you see what is happening here? Rising prices make people greedy, and greedy people make prices rise. Each one feeds the other. It is like a snowball rolling down a hill, getting bigger and faster and heavier as it goes. Up and up and up. Everyone feels clever, everyone feels sure. But here is the thing about a snowball. It cannot roll uphill forever. Sooner or later, everyone who wanted to buy has already bought. The buyers run out, and that is exactly how the top of the wave is built. Now, the moment the buyers run out, the price stops rising, and a brand new feeling creeps quietly in. Fear. The first few people decide to sell and take their money home. Because they sell, the price dips a little. Others see that dip and they start to worry. What if it keeps on falling? So they sell too and the price drops a little further. Now the worry turns into real fear and the fear turns into panic. Everyone tries to rush out of the same door at the same time. Falling prices make people afraid, and afraid people make prices fall. It is the very same snowball, only now it is rolling the other way. Down and down and down, until at last everyone who was scared has already sold. The sellers run out, and that right there is how the bottom of the wave is built. So now watch what happens when we put those two halves together. Greed carries the price up until the buyers run out. Then fear drags the price down until the sellers run out. And then gently it all begins again. Up with greed, down with fear, up with greed. That swing from greedy to fearful and back again is the engine of the whole thing. And when you draw that swing out over time, it makes a shape you already know by heart. A wave. This is the rhythm of the market. Not a straight line, not random, meaningless noise. A wave built by human feeling, rising and falling over and over and over. And once you have seen the fear and the greed hiding just underneath the price, I promise you can never quite unsee it again. Let us slow the wave right down and ride it all the way around, one feeling at a time. Right at the bottom, when the price is low, people feel hopeless. Nobody wants it. Then it starts to rise and hope sneaks quietly back in. Hope grows into comfort. Comfort grows into excitement. And near the very top, excitement boils over into greed. This will go up forever, everyone thinks, but then it turns. First comes surprise, then a little worry. Worry sinks into fear. And fear collapses into panic. And right at the very bottom, the panic empties out into that same hopeless feeling we started with. Hope, excitement, greed, then worry, fear, panic, and back to hope. It is a ride that the whole crowd takes together every single time. And the price is just the picture that this ride draws. Now here is something almost funny about all of this. The crowd always gives itself away. Think about the very top of the wave, the highest point of all. What are people feeling right up there? They are thrilled. The news is full of good cheer. Your friends are all talking about it. Everyone is completely certain it will keep going up. That is greed at its very loudest. And it happens right at the top, just before the fall. Now think about the very bottom. People are frightened. The news is gloomy and grey. Nobody wants to touch it with a stick. Everyone is sure it can only go lower. That is fear at its very loudest. And it happens right at the bottom, just before the rise. Isn't that strange? The feeling is always strongest, at the exact moment it is about to turn. And here is the thing, you have already lived through this yourself. Think back for a moment. There was probably a time when something, a stock, a coin kind of house was going up and up and up, and it felt like it would never ever stop. Everyone was happy, everyone was buying. And then think of a time when things were falling and the news was scary and it felt like it would never get better again. Both of those feelings felt completely real in the moment, they always do. But look what actually happened. The boom that felt endless ended, and the crash that felt permanent slowly healed. Every single time, the wheel turned again. Not because someone rang a bell, but because the crowd simply ran out of greed at the top and ran out of fear at the bottom. And if you think this is something new, it is not. It is really, really old. About 400 years ago, in a country called Holland, people fell in love with tulip flowers. Not even the whole plant, just the pretty bulbs. Everyone wanted them. Prices climbed higher and higher and higher. At the very wildest point, a single rare tulip bulb could cost more than an entire house for a flower. And then, just like our playground toy, the excitement popped. Prices came crashing back down, almost overnight. That was long before computers, before phones, before anything we would call a modern market. And yet it drew the very same shape, up with grade and down with fear. The tools change, the years change, but the feelings behind the wave have not changed one tiny bit. Now here is a lovely little secret about these waves. They come in every size you can imagine. There is a tiny wave that plays out over a single day, as people feel greedy in the morning and nervous by the afternoon. There is a bigger wave that takes many months, and there is a giant, slow wave that can take years and years to complete. And here is the clever part. The small waves live inside the big ones. A little fear and greed swing today is riding along on the back of a much larger swing underneath it. Waves, inside waves, inside waves. It sounds complicated, but the reason is beautifully simple. Every single one of them, big or small, is made by the very same thing. People feeling greedy and then feeling afraid. So why does this happen again and again and again? Why does the wave never stop for good? The answer is beautifully simple, because people never stop being people. Markets change, the names change, the prices change, the technology changes, but the feelings never change. The fear you might feel today is the very same fear that someone felt 100 years ago and 1,000 years before that. The greed is the same grade. It is a brand new crowd. But it carries the very same human heart. And for as long as people are the ones doing the buying and the selling, the swing between greed and fear will keep on turning. That is why the rhythm is so stubborn and so reliable. It is not really written on the chart. It is written inside of us. Now let me give you something you can actually use. The next time you notice a price shooting up and you feel that hot little urge to jump in quickly before you miss out, just pause for 1 second. That urge has a name. It is greed. And the next time a price is falling and you feel a cold rush to sell everything right now just to make the scary feeling stop, pause again. That feeling has a name too. It is fear. You do not have to obey them. You only have to notice them. Because the truth is, those two feelings are not only moving the market out there, they are gently tugging at you, right here. And simply seeing them clearly in yourself is a quiet little kind of superpower. Now let's be honest with each other, because this next part really matters. A market is not a clock. The rhythm is real, but it is never exact. One wave might be tall and the next one short. One might take many long months and the next just a few quick weeks. A big piece of surprising news or a sudden shock can stretch a wave right out or squeeze it in. So we are not predicting the future here. We are not promising you what will happen next week. We are simply learning to see a pattern. Fear and greed give a market a tendency to move in waves. A tendency, not a promise, not a guarantee. Hold on to that one honest idea, and you already understand markets better than most people ever will. So here is what you now know. A market is people. People swing between greed and fear, and that swings the engine behind every single rise and every single fall. The next time you look at a price chart, do not just see the wiggly line. See the crowd standing right behind it. See the hope and the greed and the fear. That is where the rhythm truly comes from. If this way of seeing markets is new to you, then you are in exactly the right place. You can run a free cycle analysis on your very own chart anytime you like at fractalcycles.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.